All right. So let me get this situated real quick. Make sure I'm actually on here. Yep, looks good. All right. Yeah, I don't know. They've been making some changes on the StreamYard, so makes it look goofy. I don't understand some of this, but whatever. Move on anyway. So somebody was talking about this guy the other day. I saw this when it first came up on uh Las Vegas Review Journal. That this dude's like under some fire these days for the being involved in some Diddy stuff, which is weird. I mean, this guy was in Vegas during the shooting. He was in charge of Maui. He's chief of police of Maui when that fire went through. And now saying that he may have been involved in some really dirty shit with this Diddy guy. Really dirty shit. Like kind of stuff that most people would be in prison for life if it ended up being true, but he's just alleged at this point. So, and he's claiming he's innocent. So who knows? Um, anyway, so this is him. I thanks to LVSA for finding a statement for me in a quick fashion. Would have taken me days, and he did it pretty quick because he takes good notes, and I don't. Um, but this is him. John Pelletier is his name, and Captain John Pelletier. So he was oh jeez. Why does everyone want to bug me? Like when I start this shit, like all of a sudden shit starts going crazy. Anyway, John Pelletier. This dude, I mean, when I asked LVSA about this earlier, he said he doesn't even remember the dude's name, and I didn't either, really, to be honest with you. When I heard the Maui thing. But I didn't even know if he had a statement. I don't know what this guy did that night. But he was talking a lot of shit during the Maui fires, because he was in the limelight. And he's pumping himself up. And he was saying he was part of Vegas. So, you know, um, so I got his statement here. And then I also got what is this? No, this is an interview with him. So I don't know which order to go in with this, but I'll just go through his statement because the statement's fairly short. It doesn't sound like he did all that much that night. But this is his statement from, I believe it's PDF 15. October 1st, 2017, approximately 22:10, so 10:10. I was notified by my wife through a phone call she received that there was an active shooter with casualties on the strip. I immediately grabbed my radio, and aforementioned information was confirmed. I quickly notified Deputy Chief Charles Hank of the situation and proceeded to dress out and go en route. Code 3 to the incident. So he wasn't in uniform. Not sure what he was doing. His wife had to call him. Maybe she was working. I don't know. But he doesn't necessarily give a lot of information. I gave radio traffic and direction while en route. I coordinated with Captain Robert Plummer about command locations. He would take the hospitals and respond to UMC. Captain Seabach would stand up the DOC. Oh God, what was that? I don't know. I can't think straight right now. Something command at headquarters, and Captain Andrew Walsh would respond to DTAC. I responded to the area and set up the command post at South Central Area Command. Okay, so we probably have them on video there. Establish roles and areas of responsibilities, locations of concern, as well as delegating out assignments. So this is the motherfucker. I don't know if he's in charge of this though, but if he's in charge of that South Central Area Command, man, he was the motherfucker that was sitting there waiting forever to get people out, and all these all the cops were getting antsy there for a bit, and He's also would be the one that gave the order to turn the body cams off. I guess I don't know. The incident priority was first life safety and second incident stabilization. My deputy incident commander was Lieutenant Christine Buist. I don't know. Who cares? My intel officer was Sergeant Brandon Clarkson. Lieutenant Reggie Rader was assigned as the operations chief. The investigative lead was Lieutenant Dennis O'Brien, and intel investigative liaison was God. Why you got all these fucking people, dude? Just get there and handle it, man. Um, intel investigative liaison. What the fuck does that even mean? Was Harry Fagel. For all other broken out assignments, please refer to Sergeant Clarkson. Operational goals and objectives were set throughout the night, as well as unified briefing times. Within the unified command post, there were representatives from Henderson, um, North Highway Patrol, or Nevada Highway Patrol, North Las Vegas school police, jeez, FBI, gaming, ATF, and CC Fire Department, South Central Command Fire Department. Further in-depth roles and designated tasks, please contact me as necessary. And Captain John Pelletier. And when was this done? This is done on the 6th. It's a couple days after. This guy didn't tell you shit, dude. This fucking guy didn't say nothing, dude. Um, I mean, he's claiming he was kind of in charge of that whole shit show down there in South Central. But I mean, he didn't give a lot of details. Basically, he's just saying, "Yeah, I had a bunch of people with me." Anyway, so with that, let me see. I go into this. Now, this was done. Let's see, February 10th, 2024. So this was last year. I believe this was after the fire. A little ways after. This week, my police department released an after action report about department's response, August 2023. Okay, so a year later. God, has it been that long? Which killed more than 100 people, Detroit. Yeah, Lahaina and all that sort of shit. I mean, for most of this is all just whatever. He says that I kind of read through a little bit at the beginning of this. He says he married a chick from Lahaina, and he said he was going to someday end up there, retiring. And then he ended up with a job offer and ended up working out there. But this is where it gets interesting. So I guess the person interviewing him is this guy Wexler. It says you were incident commander during the 2017 mass shooting at the music festival in Las Vegas, which is deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. What were the similarities and differences between the response in the two incidents? Now, that statement sounds like it is a big deal. This guy was in fucking charge, dude. This guy was in charge of the entire, response to the 2017. And after reading his statement, it sounds like not really. Not really. Sounds like this guy was a small fish in that one. But this guy's putting him out as being a big deal. I don't know. It's weird to me. Best response. You have two completely different, completely tragic situations. So the similarity is that you have a community ripped apart and you want to help. Both incidents galvanized support. You saw it in Vegas, you saw it here. Yeah, but like my understanding is Maui galvanized support against this dude. He was actually the factor. Galvanized support because they're pissed off at this guy. There's also a wellness component. I appreciate the officer. Wellness was one of the 6 pillars of the report by the President's Task Force, 21st Century Policing. Officer wellness is often forgotten, but it's been at the forefront for the Las Vegas community in Maui. We had a wellness resource here before the fire. Then we added more wellness resource. Okay, yeah, whatever, dude. All good. Cops get depressed too. Cops have feelings too. Huge difference is that it's not an individual who created this fire. You sure about that, bro? You sure about that? I don't know. There's a lot of I haven't even read any conspiracies lately on this, but I know there was a shit ton of them in the early days. Um, Everybody wants to have someone to blame, but that's not how this works. Yeah, dude, something set the fire off. Something set it off. I don't remember. Was this the one that I don't know, man. I don't want to get off tangents here, but oh, there you are. Hey, what's up, dude? Let's see. Maui bypassed our own rules and put him in, even though he didn't live here long enough to be eligible to get the chief job right before the fire, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I think that might have been something I read back in the day. I don't remember, but yeah, it seems weird, dude. He just like married some chick over there. All of a sudden, he's a resident, and next thing you know, he's chief of police. I don't know. Did they not have anybody that was like qualified? And they felt that he was because of Vegas, you know? I mean, I can see that being a thing. Uh, but yeah, he's basically talking. I mean, this is kind of fucked up, dude. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's fucked up, dude, because he's talking about like, yeah, I know, like 100 people died and shit, and everybody lost everything. But what about the cops, dude? Like, what about us? Like, we're doing really a lot of work to fix the wellness of the police department. It's like, dude, what the fuck? That seems pretty fucked up. I mean, I'm not knocking that that's important, but Jesus, man, why? This is all you're talking about. You're talking about the fire, dude. It's not like we've been talking about this for a while and you've already mentioned everything else. Nah, dude. First thing you talk about is, yeah, but what about the cops? What about us? You're crazy, man. Fucking crazy. Sounds so fucking insensitive. Um, let's see. Huge difference is not, yeah, the individual created fire. Yeah, like I said, there were a lot, and I remember getting flamed. I made a video on the Maui fires, dude. It was weird because it got, my videos usually get like fucking 18 views or some stupid shit like that. Dude, that one got like 2,000 or something stupid. And man, I was getting hammered because all I was doing was breaking down conspiracy theories. And yeah, I get fucking hammered in the comments on that one, man. People did not like me bashing the fucking conspiracies, going against the conspiracies of the Maui fire. Let's see. But both incidents are in the public eye and world news, and they're both tragic, chaotic events, and they leave the community and department ripped to its core. You want to do everything you can to take care of the department and the community. Department comes first, right? What the fuck, man? This guy is so fucking insensitive to what he's doing. Yeah, they should have fired him right here. And this is like a year ago too. Tell me more about. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Social media, including live photos, played a role in both incidents. Ooh. Oh, they're talking about us. Can you talk about how that presented challenges as well as how you use it to share information? Double-edged sword. You want the live streaming and instant communications to alert people in Las Vegas. We were able to put out information that the suspect was down, which quickly quelled the panic. The ability to effectively use that communication is a huge resource for good. But our report also talks about mis, dis, and malinformation, which we define in the document. I put some examples in there. We had people asking questions about whether the fire was started by laser beams. That was what I got flamed on, man. People did not like me saying laser beams didn't happen. Whew, did not like that. Uh, Dude just seems like an asshole. Nobody here likes him here. Um, dude. I mean, just reading this, he seems like an asshole. Total fucking asshole. Um, yeah, of all the Vegas cops they got this fucking clown. I'm sorry, man. Sorry for your sorry to that got sent on you. At least I'm not in Vegas, so I can't say we sent you our trash. Um I had people ask bodies washed up on a neighboring island, which absolutely was not true. Um, so during the incident, I'm kind of curious about this. To be honest with you, we have to recognize that there's going to be a malinformation campaign. Um, Our state office of Homeland Security said they researched the origin of some of the laser beam misinformation and found it went back to China. He's blaming China. He's blaming China for misinformation, which is interesting. Usually just blame Russia, but this guy's probably I don't know, is he a conservative? Because conservatives blame China for everything, and the liberals blame Russia for everything. Let's see, the whole world is not our buddy. If someone can create some chaos, they will. Dude, like you leave holes in a story. I mean, it's pretty simple, dude. Like conspiracy stuff's simple. Like you leave holes in the story, dude. People fill those holes with their imagination. And the better their imagination, the crazier the stories are. It's just the way it is, man. Um, so release everything, and you're still gonna have a couple people that are out there because they're gonna have wacky, you know, um, ideas. But for the most part, just release everything and you'll be fine, dude. There won't be any holes in the story. People will create a few here and there, but other than that, you'll be fine. Let's see. This is similar to the Las Vegas shooting. ISIS claiming responsibility for that shooting, and the federal government, particularly the FBI, researched whether the assailant had any ISIS affiliation. They found that wasn't the case. But a group like ISIS is going to seize an opportunity to create panic and fear. Okay. We in law enforcement need to realize misinformation will come, and we need to get that through that to understand what we're really up against. Um, yeah. What else we got? Yeah, the blue roofs are fake news. Total fake news. People were so mad at me for saying that, man. It was funny. Yeah, people just I mean, I had to delete comments, dude, because people were, like, threatening me and shit. It was crazy. But, yeah, dude, the blue lasers are yeah, whatever, dude. I mean, the fires recently over here in, what's it called? I'll tell you a story, dude. I work with a guy. Guy's crazy conspiracy dude. Just fucking nuts. Um, this dude comes up to me one day, we're talking, just yapping with him. We like to get him fired up and ask him about stupid things. And he says, we've talked about the fires over here in Los Angeles. Oh God, I can't remember Altadena, and the other one was part of LA. I can't remember the name of the offhand, but yeah, we're talking about the fires, and this dude was getting crazy. Internet gets retarded. Oh, the internet's great, man. I mean, I'm sorry. Even some of the most retarded shit on here is just fucking amazing. It's entertaining, but people love that stuff. People love conspiracies and stuff like that. I don't blame them, but whatever. But yeah, so this guy's talking about um, the fires and how they have satellites that can start fires. Like, yeah, just because they have them doesn't mean they're using them to burn down that community. But he said something about the blue. What did he say? Yeah, he said something about blue lasers. And I said to him, I said, "Okay, bro, we're gonna fight over this one if you're ready for it." And I'm like, "Because that blue lasers is bullshit, and I can debunk it right now if you want me to." And he shut up, got pissed off, and left. I was like, "Pussy." At least you could have done is put up a fight, man. Come on. If you really believe this shit, just fight me over it. It's fine. Um, let's see. Tell me about the Morgan notification task force. Yeah, okay. I don't care about any of that. I mean, honestly, I don't care too much about the rest of this because I'm not talking about Maui here as much. I mean, I just wanted to talk about this shithead. Um, can you talk about let's see. So what are the questions? How do you use anthropologists? Don't care. Can you talk about departments? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to talk about Maui necessarily here. I just want to talk about this douchebag. Can you talk about your department's role in the trauma, rebuilding a larger community? Um, but what about the cops? We get hurt too. Which parts of the after action report contain the most important takeaways for police chiefs? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. This fucking piece of shit. Um, he seems like a real piece of work. Anyway, so let me go on from there to the recent stuff. Oh shit, what the hell? Okay. Um, which the recent stuff is fucking amazing. Maui Police Chief John Pelletier, and this just came out like this week. This is I think a week ago now. Um John Pelletier is refuting claims of his involvement in a cover up related to Sean Diddy Combs. How the fuck do you end up part of the Las Vegas or involved with, let's say, present during the Las Vegas shooting, the fucking police chief for the Maui fucking fires, and now you're getting thrown into the fucking Diddy fucking shit? You're crazy, dude. This dude's this poor dude. He has the worst fucking luck. Oh my god. Okay. And so lawsuit filed by Ashley Parham, and I'm not going to read the lawsuit, but and two unnamed individuals. Pelletier is accused of being hired as security for Combs in 2018, according to Hawaii News Now. Okay, so in 2018, was he wasn't in Vegas, or he wasn't in Hawaii, right? He's still in Vegas, right? Um, let's see. So took over the agency in 2021. Yeah, so he wasn't in Hawaii, so he's still be in Vegas, right? I'm guessing. Damn it, stop that. So we're talking about when he was in Vegas, which is weird because a lot of this I think had to do with Los Angeles. Um, at the time, Pelletier was captain of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. The lawsuit alleges he posed as a sheriff's deputy in California and responded to an alleged gang rape involving Combs. What the fuck? He's impersonating a cop? Dude, this fucking dude, man. I mean, if it's true, this is all alleged, so I don't fucking know, man. But dude, the alleged victim claims Pelletier instructed her to go home and did not offer any help or medical care. Hawaii News Now also received a statement from the Maui Police Department. Chief Pelletier has no connection whatsoever to any individuals named in the lawsuit. The allegations suggesting his involvement are entirely unfounded. We are confident that the evidence will demonstrate these claims to be fake and will expose those who are deliberately trying to manipulate the legal system, spread misleading narratives. In 2018, while serving as captain of Las Vegas, Chief Pelletier was honored by the Rape Crisis Center for his exceptional leadership and commitment to community safety, specifically through his role as a champion of Stay Safe program dedicated sexual assault prevention. These baseless allegations not only harm Chief Pelletier, but also show a lack of respect for victims of abuse whose voices deserve to be heard and supported with compassion and integrity. Then why not retire, bro? Like, why just retire? You know, this fucking dude said he was going to retire. He said he's going to retire, but somehow he just ended up in the role of oh shit. That's it. Oh, what a weak ass article, dude. Because there's way more to this. Way more to this. Let me see if I can find it. Because it was on, of all things, it was like CNN. I know a lot of people don't like New York Post, but you know. Oh shit! What the hell? Stop. Quit it. Quit it. Oh, New York Post, you suck. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. Let's see. Mass police shoots bombshell court filing, helping to cover up gang rape allegedly carried out by Sean Diddy Combs. NFL star Odell Beckham Jr. and comedian Drewski. No idea who any of them are. Police Chief John Pelletier is accused of trying to conceal the violent attack on one of Combs' accusers, Ashley Parham, after it was reported in 2018, according to an amended lawsuit filed in Northern California federal court. So she filed this in 2018. She filed this when he was still a Vegas cop. Wow. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you just like? I understand he's chief now, and he's kind of popular because of the Maui stuff a little bit. But dude, like this shit was filed when he was a nobody. He was just a captain of the LVMPD. Let's see. Odds of being a good cop divided by 3 recently. I think it's, yeah. I don't know, man. I've had my run-in with police in the past, dude. I try not to bash them anymore because that seems like a faux pas thing to do or a popular thing to do, and I just don't follow popular trends. Let's see, police chief, and celebrities accused of carrying out the attack have all strenuously denied the allegations. It's just weird that, like, to me, like I could see like if she filed this stuff like recently, then yeah, okay, he was a popular figure within the Maui stuff, because he wasn't very popular in the Vegas shooting. He just didn't really seem to do much. I mean, honestly, I would say he really didn't do shit, and because his statement really doesn't say he did shit. Um, and he's not even trying to, like, fluff himself up as if he did something. He just says, "Yeah, he just went down there, and a bunch of people did some stuff, and, yeah, we got the guy." Um, but yeah, it's interesting, because this was right after Vegas. This is before any of the other stuff, and he's getting attacked by this chick. So this chick just happened to, like, wanna fuck with this random police captain, in Las Vegas for, like, what? Why? It doesn't make any sense. He's nobody. Why the fuck would you do that? He's not Maui's chief of police. There was no Maui fire at this point. None of that shit was going on. No, not using my yeah, whatever. I don't have a Google account. Then a police captain in Las Vegas, Pelletier is accused of posing as a Contra Costa sheriff's deputy. Dude, anybody who does that would be arrested. Anybody who did that would be arrested. Like, that is, like, huge. Like, this guy wouldn't even be out on bail, dude. This dude would be rotting in a cell until that shit got straightened the fuck out. But he's cop. He's chief of police. They can't touch him. When he responded to wait, he responded. Wait, what? Peltzer's accused of posing a Contra Costa sheriff's deputy when he responded to a 911 call about the alleged sexual attack at a home in Orinda, California. The court papers charged. How does this make sense? How the fuck does this make sense? What the fuck are you doing? How the fuck is some rando? Because if he's a Vegas cop, okay, he's a Vegas fucking cop. If he's a bodyguard for Diddler at the time, he's a bodyguard for Diddler at the time. But he's not a cop in California. How the fuck is he the one that responds to a 911 call? Like, who called him and said, "Hey, man, I got a 911 call. Someone's getting raped where you're at. Like, maybe you should check that rape out. Why don't you pretend to be a cop and go handle business?" Like, what the fuck? That makes no sense, dude. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, I mean, when I read this line earlier, I was thinking, like, this is so fake. This is bullshit. Like, this is total bullshit because, like, first of all, how would he be the one responding to a 911 call? Because he's not a cop in that county. So it's not like, yeah, it doesn't work that way, right? Um, so it's not like he was the one that 911 would have called to respond to this fucking thing. Um, and he's acting like he's a sheriff's deputy in this other county. You didn't, like, look at his badge or anything like that? I mean, what, did he just show up in a suit and say, "Hey, I'm a cop," and then just flash his badge from Vegas or something? It's weird. It's weird. This thing's weird. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So, like, with a line like this, I'm tempted to say this is all bullshit. Like, he didn't do this shit because that just sounds like way over the top. But then when you figure this is all done in 2018 when this guy was a fucking nobody, how'd they get his fucking name involved in this? Like, how'd they randomly pick his name out of the hat and put him on glass? I don't understand that. The accuser claims a neighbor who believed at the time was a good, who she believed at the time was a good Samaritan, called cops after she fled the home in the wake of the alleged gang rape. Pelletier, falsely posing as a Contra Costa sheriff, told the alleged victim and the neighbor that they had received several noise complaints prior to the neighbor's call and instructed Parham to find a way to get home. The filing states, what? It's okay. So what did he do? Falsely posing as a Contra Costa sheriff. Okay, so maybe it's dark, maybe flash a badge. I don't fucking know. Told the alleged victim, Parham chick, that and the neighbor that they had received several noise complaints prior to the neighbor's call, and instructed. So this chick's like, dude, I just got gang raped. He's like, hey, you guys are making a little too much noise. Can you keep it down? Like the dudes that fucking supposedly are gang raping you, because it's the neighbor, right? The dudes that are supposedly gang raping you are calling, complaining that you're making too much fucking noise. Like what the fuck? This story's so goofy. This story makes no fucking sense. Oh my god. Hold on a sec. Sorry, I'm still getting text messages like crazy. Um, anyway, let's see. Pelletier allegedly didn't take the woman home, call an ambulance, take her to the hospital, or help retrieve her belongings from the home she just fled, according to the suit. What the fuck? The accuser alleges seeing the top cop. I love how people use that. Hand what appeared to be an envelope to the neighbor. Um, sorry, man. I'm just people text me. Anyway, the neighbor went to a nearby room and quickly returned empty-handed. The filing states, and the alleged victim believes the envelope contained cash. Um, okay. Um, okay. So he supposedly. So what would this be so far? This is Contra Costa sheriffs are what are their state, right? So that would be it's not a federal employee because federals are marshals. But you're impersonating a state employee. You're impersonating a cop because it's not a cop in that county, right? So you'd be impersonating a cop. That's what is being alleged here. And then he's also, uh, I guess, bribing a witness. I guess that would be bribe. Wouldn't that be bribing? I don't know, man. I'm not like a lawyer type, but dude, like some of these, like if these were real, if this really was happening, man, these crimes are no joke, dude. If this was a regular fucking person, like they wouldn't even be alleging, they wouldn't even be asking questions. He'd be in prison right now. He'd be in prison waiting for the trial. And that trial would be televised all over the fucking place. But since he's a cop, man, they're yeah, we're not gonna see all that. The neighbor went to nearby, but that's crazy, right? Because they're saying that. So this neighbor was trying to help out this girl who was allegedly gang raped by Diddy and some football guy, I guess, and a comedian or whatever. That's what she's alleging. Um, so this chick goes and runs to the neighbor. Then this dude shows up, says, "Hey, you guys are making too much fucking noise." And she's telling him, "Yeah, I got fucking raped next door." And then he hands the fucking neighbor that she's standing with an envelope, and then tells her, "Well, figure out a way to get home. Get out of here." Like, what the fuck? That's weird, dude. Such a that's such a weird way for a cop to even act. Like, even if it's, like, legit, that's a weird way for a cop to act. That's fucking crazy. This shit's so fucking nutty. Um, yeah, I don't know how he got dumped into this. It's fucking stupid. Parnham's initial I mean, it's not stupid if it's true. It's just it's fucking nuts. Parnham's initial lawsuit, detailing the alleged assault, which was first filed last October, didn't identify Pelletier by name. Okay, there we go. The initial suit also didn't name Beckham Jr. or Drewski. Okay, there we go. So now it's starting to make a little more sense. Um, so I would like to know when they got thrown into that. Okay, let's see the kind. That's Diddy. Yeah, it's just Diddy. Is that the Drewski or whatever? NFL? No, that's an NFL guy. Is that? Oh, and then that's comedian. Okay, so that's the two guys. Pelletier, Beckham Jr., and Drewski have all strenuously denied the allegations now in the amended filing. Okay, so yeah, so it just got amended. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Sounds, to be honest with you, sounds like bullshit. It does sound like bullshit. Because yeah, if they were in the original, like 2018, I'd be like, dude, like there's no way she just like picked this dude out of a hat and decided to fuck blame him for this shit. But now this guy's been in the public limelight, with the Maui stuff and all that. We're confident that the evidence will demonstrate these claims to be false and will expose those who are deliberately trying to manipulate the legal system to spread misleading narratives, a spokesman for Pelletier said. Let's see. The initial suit claimed Combs threatened her with a knife and used a TV remote to, oh my god, really, uh, to rape the alleged victims in an apparent revenge attack after the woman had suggested a month earlier that the disgraced music mogul was involved in Tupac Shakur's murder. Okay, so okay, all right. So you blamed him for Tupac's death, and then he TV remote. Oh, dude, I mean, I don't know, man. That's a little graphic, dude. It's a little graphic, a little crazy, a little fucking crazy. That I don't know, man. I don't know. The attackers allegedly referred to Becca. I shouldn't be laughing, dude, because if it's true, this is horrible. But I don't know. I don't know if I believe it. She alleges in the suit that the handful of other men then took turns raping her. Okay. The attackers allegedly referred to Beckham as Cornelius. The amended lawsuit states, noting the 32-year-old athlete's middle name is Cornelius. Okay. Um, the alleged victim has come to discover the defendant Doe Cornelius, who raped her, was defendant Odell. The lawsuit alleges. What? Was defendant Odell? Okay. Beckham said in a moment on X late Tuesday that he couldn't even believe that my name is mentioned in that matter. There's absolutely no truth to the allegations, he stated firmly. I do not know and have never met the person that filed the suit. So, did you ever meet Diddy, though? I wonder. I'm sure I did. They're probably Diddy friends. That's probably why they're getting hammered on this. I've never done anything like that. I would never do anything like that to anyone, he added. I am confident that these ridiculous claims against me will be dismissed. Elsewhere, Drewski, whose real name is Drew whatever, is accused of putting oil on Parnham's naked body before treating it like a slip and slide and knocking the wind out of Parnham due to his enormous size. What? I mean, if it ain't true, it's got an imagination, dude. This is fucking nuts. Drewski then stopped himself from falling off the bed and allegedly raped Parnham, the paper state. I don't understand the whole slip of oil on Parnham's naked body before treating it like a slip and slide and knocking the wind out of what? What are you doing? What is this? This shit's fucking bananas. Oh my god, what is that? It's weird. Um, some freaky shit, man. Let's see, just gonna call it a fabricated lie. I wasn't even a public figure in 2018. I was broke, living with my mom, without any connections to the entertainment industry at the time of its allegations. So the inclusion of my name is truly outlandish. He wrote next. My heart breaks for the actual victims of abuse, but I'm fully confident that the evidence will expose this likelihood or this falsehood and the individuals who are maliciously trying to game the legal system to peddle false narratives. Combs, for his part, has long denied the numerous claims leveled against him. This new complaint brought by an attorney who has already been sued for defaming Mr. Combs. Oh shit! demonstrates to plain lengths the plaintiffs will travel to garner headlines in pursuit of a payday. The rapper's attorney said in the wake of the amended suit. Okay, so yeah, this attorney just kind of frivolously sues people, I guess. Mr. Combs was nowhere near Orinda, California, on the day Ms. Parnham claims she was assaulted there. And the Contra Costa Sheriff's Department has already confirmed Ms. Parham's claims were determined to be unfounded following a thorough investigation. Okay. They haven't proved where she was. They can't prove where she is. In an attempt to salvage her claims following the investigation, debunking them, Ms. Parham has now invented an even wilder narrative, alleging a vast and what? That word doesn't exist. And officially implausible? Is that a real word? Facially? Yeah, facially implausible. Conspiracy between law enforcement, local civilians, and media industry players. The attorney added. Mr. Combs looks forward to having his day in court, where these lies and the perverse motives of those who told them will be revealed. Yeah. All right. So it's interesting though. This guy's back in the fucking news, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this dirtbag is back in the news. That's interesting you say that they don't even like him over there in Hawaii. I mean, I don't doubt it. He looks like an asshole. I mean, he kind of talks like an asshole. Um, this whole statement we read from him, or the interview, was kind of lame. You know, he doesn't really talk about the victims and stuff like that. And I don't remember. I know there was some controversy about the way he handled that whole thing, like streets he closed off and stuff like that. But I don't honestly remember a lot of that. Be interesting to see like the response there versus the response that was in Pacific Palisades. That's the name of it, Pacific Palisades. You know, because they're probably very similar. But I don't know, bro. I to be honest with you, um, I don't know if I believe this thing. Like, I would have believed it if she put their names on it in 2018. But it looks like she filed this lawsuit in 2018. Which I mean, why'd you file a lawsuit, man? Was 2018 Diddy wasn't even like known for this sort of thing. So what put Diddy on her map, you know, as far as stuff goes? Oh jeez. People. People. Um but yeah, so you know, and then what the comedian Drewski said he wasn't even nobody back then. So like he probably wouldn't even have known Diddy. I mean, maybe he would have, I don't know. But they're gonna have to prove that. Um, but then this Pelletier guy, I don't know why she dragged him into it. Like how he got dragged into it. Did you see his picture on a fucking on a Reddit thread for Maui or something? And just decided to fucking start going after him. I don't know. It's weird. Like for her to fake this, like I'm trying to figure out which takes the least amount of assumptions. For her to be real about this, or for her to fake this. Yeah, because for her to be real about this, I don't know. It takes a lot. Um, you know, because this is a pretty crazy ass fucking story. Like, I don't understand how this Pelletier guy got called by 911 to respond to an event for a city he doesn't even work in, doesn't even live in. He just happened to be in this Contra Costa or Linda, California at one point, acting as a bodyguard for Diddy. Does this guy look like he would be a fucking bodyguard for Diddy? I mean, I'm just gonna say no. He just looks like an asshole. He looks like some fucking prick. Um, worried about his own. Um, yeah, worried about his own career. Doesn't look like he'd be worried about Diddy. But yeah, it is crazy that this all. You're right. This is crazy. That this is all coming out, dude. Because this guy, yeah, I mean, he seemed like a piece of shit when the Maui fires happened. I don't remember why. I know, I know there's some stuff about him, the way he handled it. I think they were pissed off because he shut down a lot of the city. People couldn't go back to their homes, I think, for the next week. I mean, I could be wrong. You know more about this than I do. Um, but to be honest, I don't. It it takes less. It takes less steps to believe that this didn't happen or that this is not true. The one thing that's really strange about this is like, why would the chick attack Diddy in 2018? And did she know him? Did she meet him? Was there something behind this that may be partially true with him as far as he's concerned? I mean, again, it's all allegations, but it's like, why did she bring him up? Like, why did she go after Diddy in 2018 before all this crazy shit was going on with him? Before he was arrested and it became public knowledge. And and then these other guys, I don't know, like why did she throw them in later, Um, this Odell Beckham, I mean, did she not like him for some reason? This comedian Drewski, did she not like him? I mean, I don't know. And then this cop. And this is kind of like one of those like, which one doesn't fit here, dude? The cop don't fit here at all. I could see Diddy hanging out with an NFL star. Fuck yeah, I could. Comedian, fuck yeah, I could. If it's like a celebrity or something, fuck yeah, I could. But this cop, this dude, nah, I don't know. I have a hard time believing that, and I have a hard time believing this story just because the whole this sentence right here makes absolutely no sense. Um, that he was pretending to be a cop in a place he wasn't a cop at, and somehow responded to a 911 call of a sexual attack. They would have sent a fake cop to. I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's just hard, man. Um, and then he shows up, like Pelletier shows up and has an envelope in his hand, just pays off the neighbor to shut the fuck up, you know? And he tells like crazy, crazy, dude. Like this chick just got I mean, I'm trying to picture it in my head, dude. Like imagine this shit. Like imagine this scene. Um Yeah, well, you should see the fire in California, dude. It was just as bad as what you guys had dealing with in Maui, and it was very, very, very incompetent. I mean, everybody got hammered on that. Uh, the mayor of LA fucked that up so hard. She then threw it on the police chief, and then fired the police chief for basically nothing for saying that it was the mayor's fault. And then Newsom came down and tried to, beat on his chest a little bit, saying that, oh yeah, there's no problem. Those what do you call it? They didn't run out of water, dude. Honestly, like I was listening to that for the 2 nights when it was big because I kind of work in that area a little bit, so I was kind of worried about the smoke and stuff like that, and how close it was getting. Um, so I kind of listened to a lot of that live on YouTube channels, and you could hear the police department or the fire department because those radios are public. So you could hear the fire department saying there is no water in the wells on this street, this street, this street, and they were up there. They're putting I forget what kind of caps they're putting on them. They had like blue caps, I think, for the ones that had water in them, and red caps or something for the ones that didn't or whatever. Um, yeah, my mom is 10 miles from the PP fire. Yeah, I'm about what am I? I'm probably what 30 miles away from, but I work where I work is less than 10 miles from the Palisades stuff. Um I think. I don't know. I'd have to look at a map, but I think it's like 10 miles or something. Um doesn't matter, man. The smoke was fucking nuts. It had to be nuts out there in Maui too. And there's no way for you guys to get away from it, so that's horrible. The But California, we get them all the time. We get a lot of fires. The Anyway, but yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. This story, it takes a lot of just like, what the fuck, to believe this girl's story. Fucking crazy. So I don't think, I mean, I have to say, man, I don't think this is weird, dude. I don't think Pelletier really. It doesn't seem like his part in this story is legit, because I don't believe that he's accused of posing as a Contra Costa sheriff deputy, which I could see him doing that. Like I could see that being possible. Not that he would do it, but that it's possible. Cop could do that. But responding to a 911 call, how the fuck do you get that? How do you hijack a 911 call? I don't understand how that works. I don't get that, dude. That's weird. Uh, and then he showed up. Like even if like the neighbor said, "I'm calling 911," and you went and showed up to their house in uniform and said, "Hey, I'm a cop. I'm the cop." You didn't show up in black and white. You like drove your like what your fucking rented Beamer over there or some shit, and you show up over there and you're like, "Hey, I'm a cop. What's going on?" Like the real cops would show up and arrest your ass. So why would you get yourself involved in that? That's crazy. Like that's so stupid. Like if that's in fact what had happened here, that's fucking nuts. The Eden Fire. Eden Fire was Altadena, I believe. Yeah, yeah. That one was. I had a friend that lived over there. She lived about 5 miles from that one. Um, honestly, that one seemed to burn up more like forest land. I think than actual structures. I know it did get a lot of structures, but they were really worried about the Palisades one because Palisades one was horrible. That Palisades bullshit was just fucking horrible. And you could hear like I said, you could listen to the police scanners, the fire scanners and stuff, and you could hear them talking about how, at one point I remember throughout the night they said we are no longer worried about putting out fires because we don't have the water to do that. Unless we have water in the area, do not worry about putting out fires. Don't waste the water. Um, I said we are just a rescue operation at this point. So like they completely gave up because they ran out of water. And then the mayor of LA is trying to say, "Oh, they had water. That's all a lie." It's like, bitch, I listened to it live. You think I'm gonna believe your ass over that? You're crazy. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, don't believe what you hear or see. Believe what we tell you, because what we tell you is the truth. But what you're seeing, no, that's all fake. It's like fake news. It's all misinformation. It's crazy. But yeah, that the fires were fucking nuts. Fires were fucking insane. Um, but yeah, the Eaton fire, I don't know as much about that. Yeah, and then they drained out the with the they call those things the aquifers or whatever. So they had those drained out, and you know it's weird, dude. Like I'm not a fan of the mayor of LA. I have been a fan of any mayor of LA in a very long time, but the mayor of LA, yeah, she's a character. She's interesting, and they should have forced her to resign immediately. But I mean, our system doesn't work like that, so she don't give a fuck. Um, yeah, that was a fire chief, and then the fire chief got fired because they said that because yeah, that mayor is not a nice person, man. She's not a good fucking person by any stretch of the imagination. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's weird up there because like a lot of those people they I mean it's a rich area. It's like totally rich area, and it's kind of sketchy that they wouldn't have water because the Getty Museum's up there, and there's it's a huge area up there. But I think the Getty Museum had its own firefighting, actually their own firefighters. I think showed up, and I think they saved most of that. But yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I don't know. I was listening to it all night. It's all hills and stuff, right? So like you could hear kind of the way they were talking. It seemed like the lower they got on the hill, because there's a guy named um, stupid channel shout out, dude. No one's listening to me anyway. Agenda Free Television or Agenda Free TV, and he's kind of he gets scared to show like other people's content because he's afraid of copyright strikes. But the guy actually is pretty good about like listening to the scanner, and as soon as you hear a street name, he goes and he zooms in on it and finds out exactly where it is, what neighborhood it's in, what's burning, and all that sort of stuff. He's really good about that. So I was listening to him all night, and yeah, and he was showing where there was no fire hydrant. So basically, like at the bottom of the hill, they had water. Top of the hill, no water. So if you had a big, nice, fancy house top of the hill, you're fucked. You're screwed. But oh yeah, I believe. Let me see. Let's see. I'll look it up for you real quick since I'm just rambling at this point. I kind of looked through what I had to look through. Um, let's see. Yeah. So. Oh yeah. I know this is a copyright thing, but nobody usually cares. Let's see. Let's do this. Oh God. Sorry, my screens are all messed up right now. But I can show you. I'll show you that I'm not just talking trash. Let's see. So da 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 da.
Acting in the best interest of Los Angeles public safety and for the operations of the Los Angeles Fire Department, I just met with Chief Crowley and removed her as fire chief. Woo! I have appointed a 41-year veteran of the fire department.
Straight up removed her. Didn't even like ask for her resignation. Didn't even say she resigned. Straight up, I removed her. And Karen Bass done this, dude. I know she does this because I knew some people on one of the commissions over there in LA, man, and she came in as soon as she became mayor, and they were Democrats. They actually were part of a team that was trying to get her elected, and she got elected. And as soon as she got elected, she kicked them all out of office, and then brought in people from outside that she could trust.
Former Chief Deputy Ronald Villanueva as interim fire chief. He is respected and ready to hit the ground running. So let me be clear. Our firefighters acted heroically during the Palisades fire, and they act heroically every single day.
But
that is without question.
Come on, but
bringing new leadership to the fire department is what they and the people of Los Angeles deserve. As you know, I have called for a full investigation of everything leading up to January 7th. A necessary step to the investigation was the president of the Fire Commission telling Chief Crowley to do an after-action report on the fires. The fire chief refused. We all know that 1,000 firefighters that could have been on duty on the morning the fires broke were instead sent home on Chief Crowley's watch. These actions required her removal. While the department is in the experienced and expert hands of Chief Villanueva, my office will lead a national search, and I will speak directly with firefighters and Angelenos about what they want to see in the next fire chief. I will use a similar process as I did in searching for our police chief. The business of the fire department and the city will continue. Our heroic firefighters are on the job in our firehouses, engines, trucks, and ambulances. The recovery of the Palisades is months ahead of expectations. Los Angeles is moving forward on all fronts, and we will keep moving forward together. I'd now like to introduce the chief of the Los Angeles Fire Department, Ronnie Villanueva.
Oh, okay. So that's Villanueva. It's not the guy, Matt.
Well, thank you, Madam Mayor. I am humbled by your confidence in me. I've spent 41 years at the Los Angeles City Fire Department,
you sound
working
confident.
alongside the finest fire professionals in the world. Leading them is an honor of a lifetime.
You sound very yeah, dude. So yeah, so she shit canned that chick because that chick blamed her for the lack of water. And then yeah. And then brought this dude in, I guess. Whatever. But anyway, good times. Good times. Yeah, I'll show you who this person I watch is. I mean, if I can find him, hold on. Let me stop the sharing so I don't like fucking weird dox myself in some way. Let me see. But yeah, I do watch this other channel once in a while. Whenever there's like some crazy shit going on. Like I said, I don't. Sometimes he drives me nuts, and he is definitely afraid to. He's definitely afraid to do some things. As far as he's definitely afraid to do. Oh shoot! Hold on. Shoot! Cancel that. I don't know why it's not showing me his pointed stick on here. Let's see, switch account. Oh, because it doesn't have. Oh, okay, well, whatever. That's why I didn't show it up there. All right. Anyway, so we could go to. Anyway, this is this dude. I say I kind of like him. He's pretty good for the most
Welcome
part.
to
Oh, geez.
Agenda Free TV. I'm Steve Lookner. I'm the news anchor and host here at Agenda Free TV.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know, I
Okay, bro.
love the news, but I hate how every
How do
time
I
I
stop
try and
this?
watch the
I don't want to hear that. But yeah, this dude, whoops, throughout the nights when the fires are going on, shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. I don't see trying to find it. Because what he'll do, and the only reason I like the guy are members, okay. The only reason I like the guy is because he'll go live forever, dude. This fucking dude one time. I went to sleep. I watched him all day, went to sleep, woke up, and he's still going. I was like, dude, this dude's a beast. From time to time. But let me see. I think that was during the fires. I'm trying to find the fires. There's been so much since then that, he does daily thing. The only thing that I don't like about him is he does chicken out a lot of times.
Hey, if we can, we got the amplifiers.
He will chicken out from time, and I know he's probably not gonna like me using his stuff, but
people are asking how these fires start. I don't know how it originally.
I kind of want to get an idea of when he's playing the radios.
Yeah, operations.
But see, he's pretty good about this. Like he'll look up like the exact areas of where
protecting homes.
the shit's going.
They're trying to get people to go to another place, which I think near the coast, and they don't have people to do it.
Yeah, so that's this dude. I watch him once in a while. He's pretty good though, because like I said, he does sit there and he does do stuff like this where he'll look on the map, he'll find out exactly the area that they're talking about, and he'll look everything up. So he's pretty good. But yeah, I was watching him, man, and he you could hear the fire department saying they didn't have any water in the wells, and that they were putting different color caps on them. They're probably just spray painting them most likely, but they're putting different color caps on the wells to tell people that there's no water there or whether there was water there or not. So, but yeah, it seemed like the lower elevations, as you were getting lower, they were getting water. So all the people that were high up on the hills, they were getting screwed. So I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go and get out of here. Yeah, I think I'm good for now. I just want to come on and talk about Pelletier a little bit. And once I start reading that article, man, I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I don't think it will. I think it'll shake out to be not true. As far as his involvement in it. I don't know about like if this actually happened to this girl or not. I mean, it's possible, I guess. And she's just throwing a bunch of people under the bus, but or getting facts wrong or something. I don't know. But you know, as far as his involvement, it's hard to believe that he would be that stupid, because that's a really stupid thing if that's what he did. If he went over there, pretended to be a cop from a different place, somehow intercepted a 911 call, went over there and did that bullshit, and then paid off the person. That just sounds weird, dude. But yeah, I don't know. But as far as the Maui stuff, yeah, he's kind of a douche. And then he didn't really seem to do much in Vegas, so he's a small player in that. So I just want to come on and put that up there. So sorry for future reference. Anyways, have a good day, man. Everybody, anybody else listening? Talk to you later.